Hey yogis! Today we're going to do a 15-minute relaxer for nervous system regulation, de-stress, full body stretch, and grounding. So I hope you dress comfy and have all your props available. So we're going to start on our backs with legs up on the wall. You can pause the video if you need to reorganize your space or set yourself up against the wall and then press play again. The legs up on the wall pose offers so many benefits, including improved circulation, relief from tired legs, gentle stretch for the back of the body. By taking nice, long, deep breaths here, we activate the parasympathetic nervous system to release stress from the body, calm the mind, reground, and regroup. It's one of my favorite poses to do, either at the end of a long day or at the beginning to set the tone for a calm, centered, and grounded day. We'll be here for a little bit longer, so I'll invite you to activate a forward deep breath. This means filling up into the ribcage in all directions and contracting back to center. So you get some nice, juicy, full yogic breaths. Continue this for about 3 more cycles. Okay, let's rub the palms together to create heat and energy. Place the hands on your face, give yourself a loving massage towards the neck, the jaw, the temples, whatever feels nice for you to slowly come out of your grounding meditation with legs up on the wall. We'll place both hands in the center of the chest, tuning into heartbeat and sealing off our meditation, just connecting to our vital life force energy. And when you're ready, you can transition back to the center of your mat. With knees coming to the chest, we'll sway side to side just to soften through the lower back, sacrum, belly region, waking up our energy for a soft flow. You can move your knees in circles, together, outwards. And then from here, we'll place our feet on the floor and using a bolster, a pillow, or a block, you'll place it underneath the sacrum for a supported bridge pose, moving more circulation to the head and the heart. If it feels nice, you can lift the arms overhead for even more heart opening. Up to you. If it doesn't feel too comfortable, you can keep the hands on the floor by the hips or on the belly region. Let's work the legs a little bit. So we're going to lift the right one up towards the sky and start circling the ankle, working the calf, shin, toes, sole of the foot. Change direction. Now let's place the foot on the left leg for angle 4 and start moving the knee away from the body and towards the body to stretch out the right hip and glute muscle. You can do this really softly. No force, no rush. Let's hold that push away position for 1 full deep breath. And then slowly we'll release the leg and prepare for the other side. So you'll lift the left leg and start with those ankle circles. Then you can change direction and slowly placing the left foot on the right leg, angle 4 position, and starting to move the knee away from the chest and towards the chest, stretching out the left hip and glute muscles. Now let's hold that wide position with the knee far from the body for 1 full deep breath. Then you can slowly release the left leg back down to the floor. And then I'm going to invite you to lift both legs up to the sky. If you need to adjust your pillow or block to make it more comfortable, you're more than welcome to do so. Just getting that last little bit of circulation to the upper body, brightening our mood, aiding in our circulatory system. Let's take one more deep belly breath here. And then you can either hug the knees to the chest or the feet for a deeper hip stretch, just before we release from our bolster or block or pillow and move on to some seated postures. From here, you're going to roll like a ball a couple times to massage the spinal column and move circulation from the upper body back down to the legs. And let's meet each other in a comfortable seat. I'll always clarify if you need to adjust yourself or use any props, please do so to make sure your seat is comfortable. From here, we'll begin Chandra Bedi, the breathing technique that ignites the energy of the moon and relaxes us. It's very simple. You're going to inhale through the left and exhale out the right. Inhale left, exhale right. So you can use any fingers you need. Make sure your spine is tall. You're going to close the right nostril and inhale through the left, and then close the left and exhale out the right. Continue at your own pace for a couple more cycles. This is a really simple pranayama practice that you can do at any time in the day when you just need to cool down yourself physically, mentally, or emotionally, versus the other practice that you can do, Surya Bedi, to ignite yourself, which would be the opposite, inhaling through right and exhaling through left. So this is a really nice basic tool of yoga that you can add into your daily life very seamlessly. If you have any questions regarding any pranayama practices or yoga practices, definitely feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to guide and help you in your journey to yoga. So you can finish off your last cycle of Chandra Bedi pranayama practice and come back to a natural breathing rhythm. Observe how you feel after completing it. Inhale, hands rise up to the sky. Exhale, you're going to side bend to the left, reaching the right arm over. We'll take 5 cycles of thoracic cage rotation. So you're inhaling to open up the right arm behind you and exhaling to curl into yourself, maybe tapping the floor with that right hand. Inhaling to open, exhaling to curl in. Feel the stretch through the side body, expanding into the rib cage. Let's take one more. And then you're going to drop that right hand to the floor, walk the hands away from you and drop the head, just resting into that side body stretch. You'll take one more full deep breath here and rise up back to your seat. Let's change legs for balance in our seat, and then we'll go into the other side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, side bend to the right, reaching the left arm over, and beginning 5 cycles of those chest rotations. Inhaling, arm up. Exhaling, arm down. Nice and big. Feel the stretch and enjoy it. We'll take one more, and then drop the left hand and walk your hands away from the body, drop the head, and hold here for a couple breaths, just resting in that side body stretch. You can slowly come out of your posture, and let's transition to tabletop on the hands and knees. Beginning some cat-cow movements, working through the spinal column, shoulders and hips. Now let's inhale to open up through the left arm. Exhale to bring it underneath your right side body for thread the needle. You'll place your shoulder on the floor and then the head. You can do whatever you want with that right hand. It can stay on the floor, it can reach forward on the ground, it can reach up towards the sky, or it can come behind the back like I'm demonstrating here. We'll release coming out the same way we came in. So inhale to open up through the left, and then exhale back to your tabletop. Inhale to open up through the right. Exhale, bring it underneath the body, shoulder and head to earth, and whatever you want with that left hand. Hold here for a couple breaths. You can release. Inhale to open up through the right and back to your tabletop. Bring the left leg forward to the outside of your left hand for a lizard lunge, or in yin, we call this dragon pose. You can adjust yourself as needed to find the most comfortable position for you with any props. If you do feel flexy and warm, you can come down to your elbows. If that feels too deep, you can stay on the hands or lay on a bolster or pillow. You can also place a cushion beneath the back knee. So take precaution to make sure that you feel your best in this pose. I will forewarn that it is a very deep stretch, so it's okay if it doesn't feel the comfiest, but try your best to find that most comfy position and hold it. A little bit longer. You got this. Gently come back up onto the hands. Bring your left leg back. Bring the right leg forward, and let's transition into the other side. This pose deeply stretches the hips, hip flexors, and quadriceps. It can help relieve lower back pain by releasing tension in the hips, and is thought to be very helpful for sciatic pain by stretching muscles that compress on the sciatic nerve. Energetically, it stimulates lots of meridians in the Chinese medicine: the stomach, the spleen, the kidney, the liver, the gallbladder. And emotionally, it can help release suppressed feelings. I'm sure you're familiar with the term that all our emotions are stored in the hips. So this pose is incredible for releasing that, letting go. However it chooses to come out, in pain, in crying, just feel it and be there to let it flow out of the body. Okay, slowly come back up onto the hands. Move back to tabletop. And then walk your arms forward for puppy pose. If you can, chest and chin to earth. If not, elbows and forehead. The depth is always up to you. Every inhale feeling the length from fingertips to hips. Every exhale letting the chest melt more and more down to the floor. Release from your puppy pose and transition back to a seat. We're going to go into a pose called caterpillar pose, which is essentially a seated forward fold. It's soft, so no pushing, pulling, or forcing. Use your bolster, blocks, pillows, blankets to make sure you feel extra supported and held and comfortable inside of your forward fold. If you need any modifications for back issues or tight hamstrings, you can place something underneath the knees or sit on a prop as well, so it's easier to lean the weight forward. This pose is amazing for stretching the spine, the hamstrings, simulating digestion through organ compression, and calming the nervous system. We'll hold for about 5 more full deep breaths. Alright, slowly rolling up vertebra by vertebra. Enjoying that release, you can move your props to the side and gently lay on your back again. We're going to lay in Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly, just to reground after some seated and kneeling postures. So feet together, knees wide, hands can be placed wherever you like, by your sides or on your body. And hold here for a couple breaths. We'll bring the knees together to the right side for a gentle reclined twist. Hands can either open up to the sides or be gently placed on the body for heart opening and spinal release. Let's change sides by moving the knees to the left and looking to the right. Again, hands wherever feels best for you, holding for a couple breaths. Bring the knees back to center. Give your knees a big juicy hug towards your chest. Head towards knees for wind release pose. And let's open for Shavasana, final resting posture. We'll be here for 1 minute together in full body release on the ground. If you'd like to lay for a little bit more time, feel free to pause the video and stay for as long as you like. The philosophy of Shavasana is symbolic towards death and rebirth, a total letting go of the ego, tension, and the need for action to achieve a state of deep relaxation and integration. It is a practice of surrendering to the present moment, allowing the mind to become still and the physical benefits of yoga practice to be absorbed fully. This pose invites you to confront and move beyond the fears that we have and the constant striving of life, opening up to a state of peace, clarity, and profound rest. You can start to take some fuller breaths, really filling up to maximum and exhaling to maximum. If you want extra release, you can inhale fully and release by opening the mouth and sticking the tongue out, releasing any tension from the jaw, mouth, and tongue. Lift up your hands and start tapping the center of your chest, where your sternum lies. Just wake up that heart energy as you wake up yourself after Shavasana. Bring the hands to third eye center, having complete gratitude for your intuition, inner knowing, and guidance. And slowly lift up to a comfortable seat. Tall spine, grounded sit bones, hands come to heart center. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I'm honored you chose to spend some time with me. Please subscribe, comment, like, let me know your thoughts on the flow. I'd love to create more content for you, so don't hesitate to reach out and be a friend. Bye!